What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our channel. I don't have my beautiful husband next to me, but I'm finally here coming to you with a bump in pregnancy Q&A. I posted on Instagram like 3 months ago asking for questions, and I'm finally recording it. But hey, you know, whatever, it's happening. I just took a bunch of screenshots and I'm just gonna scroll through it and answer the ones that I have answers to. So first one, how did you find out you were pregnant and how did you tell Kanoa? So I already had a box of pregnancy tests in my bathroom drawer, so I didn't have to go out and get any or anything. And the night before my missed period, I was getting like weird crampy feelings in my like uterus area, which isn't, I don't normally get like cramps during my periods or like leading up to my period, so it's something that wasn't normal. So I was like, something's up, something's cooking in there, I'm pretty sure. So I was like, okay, I have some tests, I will wait till Kanoa leaves in the morning and I'll use my first pee and I'll pee on the stick and find out if I'm pregnant or not. So I went to bed, woke up in the morning, Kanoa went to work, and I was waiting for him to leave so I could get up and pee because I was holding my pee for quite a while. So he left, and then I got up and actually vlogged this whole process of me finding out. So we'll see if that turns into a video someday. That was the intention, but I just wanted to document it because it's obviously a very special thing. How did I tell him? Oh, how'd you find out? So I took the test. I waited the 3 minutes or 4 minutes or whatever, and I looked at it, and there were 2 very evident lines. And I was just like overwhelmed with a lot of emotions because we did experience a miscarriage earlier this year. So obviously just a lot of emotions that come with that when you find out you're pregnant again after that. But I was just like so happy. But anyways, back to the question. Found out that I was, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna call Kanoa and tell him, I'm gonna wait till he gets home. And this was like 7 o'clock in the morning or something like that, so I had a long day ahead of me to wait. He called me and he was like, okay, I'm gonna come home and I need to pick up a check, so can you leave the checkbook out just so I can pick it up and leave again? So it's like, okay, I'm gonna stick the test right underneath the checkbook on the table, so when he picks up the checkbook, boom, it's like, he won't be expecting that, you know what I mean? But then he called me again. He was like, oh, I don't need it anymore, so that plan didn't work. So then I just grabbed like a little cardboard box thingy, and I stuck it in there, and I just put it on the side table. And I was laying on the bed, he came home, and I had the camera set up, recording the bed. I was just laying in bed, not even like 2 minutes after he got home. I was like, hey, can you hand me that box, or like, can you open it and bring it to me? I think he knew, because it was a very strange request. I was just like, can you bring that box over here and open it in front of me? So he's like, okay. He grabbed it and like slowly walked it over to me and opened it. He saw it, he saw the test, and it's such a happy thing. It's so amazing, it's such a blessing. So the way I told him and the way I found out isn't very like the most like exciting thing to do to surprise someone and tell them you're pregnant, but that's how we did it, and it's just as special. Next question. Are you finding out the gender? Yes. So this is when I asked for questions like 3 months ago or 2 months ago. Yes, and I'm sure you guys already know. It's a little baby girl. There's a little girl cooking in there. Ask me if I knew it was a girl. Yes, 100% I knew it was a girl. Before we ever got pregnant, and like before we got married and we were talking about babies, or like after we got married and we were talking about babies, all we would talk about is like our sons and having boys and having 3 boys, and talked about our sons and what they're gonna do. Like, not because we would favor sons over daughters, but I just wanted sons and he did too. And then when I found out I was pregnant, like right away, automatically, I was like, this is a girl. This is a girl. It was like the weirdest. I mean, they tell you you have like mommy intuition. I'm a firm believer because it was just like all I could think about when I got pregnant and found out I was pregnant was baby girl. And like, it was just the weirdest thing.
What you doing?
Come say hi.
Hi.
Your lips are stuck to my hair. Do you have anything to say? Do you want to answer a question? How do you feel about having a girl? The question was, are you finding out the gender? And I said, yes, we already know, obviously. But it's a girl, how do you feel about it? Did you have an intuition?
I mean, I guess honestly, I mean, we've always talked about having boys, and then, I mean, I definitely was excited to have a boy, but now that we found out we have a girl, baby girl, I don't know, I feel like God's just like melting my heart, so I'm excited.
You're adorable. Yeah, so the fact that it's a girl, I've already had to accept that she's gonna be a daddy's girl. But anyways.
I agree.
Yes, we're having a girl.
Baby girl, excited to meet her. Like my moccasins, yo. Whoop whoop.
Okay,
Love you.
Can I answer another one?
I'm excited. I'm
like
excited to have a
dripping.
girl because, I don't know, God's just changed my, like, not that I wasn't excited to have a girl, I'm excited to have a healthy baby, but I think that, like, I don't know, I'm just way excited to have a little baby girl. It's like this little gift of grace. Okay, love you, bye. Shoots!
Love you. Any weird cravings? I mean, I guess I could have kept him in here to answer that question. I don't think so. Like, nothing that's like abnormal. Like, I've always loved pickles, and I eat pickles a lot. So, I mean, cravings, obviously I have cravings, but it's nothing like weird. It's nothing that like I wouldn't normally eat if I wasn't pregnant, you know what I mean? I do, one thing that I do crave a lot more now is carbonation though, which, like soda, that's a no-no, but I'm pregnant, so I get it, you know? It's fine. Any names you like? Yes, we have like, on my old phone before it completely just crashed, I had a notes of girls and boys names that I liked, like lists, like a really long list of names that I like, or that we like, but there were only like a couple names on that list that I could actually like picture naming my child, calling my child, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? So yes, we have like, we're going in between 2 or 3 first names, but we haven't fully made a decision on one yet. We do know that we want one of the middle names to be Hawaiian, and we want both names or all 3 names, because she might have 2 middle names, to have meaning. So I feel like it's really hard. I'm a little picky when it comes to naming this baby girl. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna share it with like the world until she's born. So 3 more months, guys. We can wait. Well, I feel like that's something that is just really special that you can like keep between you two, or between your family, until she's here, and you can like welcome her, and like she'll know her name before the world knows her name, you know what I mean? Okay, moving on. What kind of sports do you want your kids to play? Baby girl's gonna play whatever she wants to play. Kanoa played so many sports growing up, and I played a good amount. I played soccer, volleyball. I did cheer in high school. He played volleyball, soccer. I think he played basketball and football. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But his main sports are volleyball, beach volleyball, and soccer. So I would love to see her as a little soccer player. That'd be the most adorable thing ever. Running around with the little shin guards and little cleats. What will be the ethnicity of your baby? So we're both mutts. I am half Vietnamese and half a bunch of European white stuff. I just say white, it's easier, Vietnamese and white. I'm like German. I don't think I'm Russian. I'm like German, Italian, Swedish, Finnish. I don't know, there's like 9 things over there, and he's the same, so he's half Filipino, and then he's half white and European stuff. So baby girl will be half white and a quarter Filipino and a quarter Vietnamese. Can you just imagine what she's gonna look like? My heart. What day in February do you think baby's gonna be due? Okay, so when I calculate it, she's due on the 14th, she's due February 14th. But when the doctors calculate it, it's the 12th. So, I mean, it's a 2-day difference, it's nothing crazy. But my sister's birthday is on the 15th, and my mom's birthday is on the 16th. So that whole week, and we know like 4 people who have birthdays like within that week. So that's a busy week, But yeah, February 12th, to answer your question. Was he or she planned? Congrats, sending love from Mexico. Thank you. Yes and no. So, like I mentioned before, and I'm also planning on making a whole video about this and my experience with that. But we did have a miscarriage earlier this year in April, and that baby wasn't fully planned, but that baby wasn't like a total surprise to me. So that was in April, and then this baby girl was conceived in May or June, one of those. And yes, we were trying for her more, like with intent, like on purpose, like we were trying more for her because of that loss that we had a couple months prior. So yes, she was planned, but at the same time, like you can plan to like get pregnant every month and it could not happen until a certain time. So like you really can only plan so much, you know what I mean? But I guess to like totally answer your question, yes, she was planned and she was very wanted and she's so loved and we're so excited. What do you think is going to be your favorite thing about being a parent? The thing that I'm most excited for about when she comes, I am so excited just to have a baby and to be a mother and to just nurture and love, because that's all I've wanted my whole life, was just to have babies, and it's finally happening. Now that I am pregnant and I can see how excited Kanoa is to hold her and just to have her and to raise her and to be a father. Yeah, I think the thing that I'm most looking forward to when she comes is just watching him hold her and watching him love her and just like completely melt over her. And then also just doing parenthood with him and being able to raise amazing children and raise them our way and show them what love is and show them what it feels like just to like be completely just loved and in love with, and just raise them to love and to love others, and just like, I don't know, it's so exciting. The list goes on. What was one thing you'll take away from being welcomed into motherhood? Congrats, by the way. Thank you. I think just realizing how much of like a genuine blessing it is to be able to get pregnant and hold a baby in your womb and just grow a baby, and like obviously being pregnant, and I mean we were all birthed, like we were all in womb, it's obviously just normal, but now going through it and like actually growing a baby and feeling her kick and like realizing how my body's changing and how my body's like basically just growing a human, it's just like mind-blowing. I totally just forgot what question I was answering. The pregnancy brain is real, guys. If your husband tries to tell you that your pregnancy brain is not a thing, that you're milking it, I'm with you. I'm full force with you. It's a thing. It's totally a thing. I have the questions right in front of me, and I can't remember which one I was asking, or which one I was answering. Oh, what was one thing you'll take away from being welcomed into motherhood? Found it. Yeah, just how much of a blessing it is. Like going through it and actually growing a baby and feeling her kick is like, it's such a miracle. And I know that there's so many women that aren't able to naturally get pregnant or not able to hold a baby at all. And a lot of women that go through miscarriages and stuff like that. Experiencing that is just like, it's a heartbreak that you can't understand unless you go through it. But I just feel so blessed, and it's been such a dream of mine to be a mom and to have babies and to grow my own children and to nurture them and love them. And my like life dream is to be a mom. That's really what it is. So yeah, that's something I won't take for granted, definitely. And I thank God every single day for blessing us with this baby and being able to grow this baby and grow a healthy baby. And I just thank him. I thank him every single day. How much do you love that both you and Brittany are expecting at the same time? So funny story, my older sister Brittany, she's actually pregnant, and we have the same exact due date to the day. What? Like, what are the odds that would happen? And we actually found out by when I went to San Diego to tell my family. She lives in Mississippi now with her family, so she wasn't there physically, but I told my family and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta FaceTime Brittany and I have to tell her. So I FaceTimed her and I had my whole family around me. I was like, guess what? And I like showed her the ultrasound, and it was her and her husband both on FaceTime. She's like, congratulations, how far along are you? And I was like, 12 weeks. And she was like, me too. And I was like, no, I can't take this right now. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. And she's like, no, I'm serious. And he's like, yeah, she's 12 weeks. And we were just like, first of all, I was like high off adrenaline. Just told my family that I was pregnant, and everybody around me is just completely no one knew. And I don't think they were planning on telling us at that time yet. But like, what other time? Like, what more perfect of time could they have said it? And we were just all in shock, and I was like, for 5 minutes, I was like, you're lying to me. Tell me the truth. I can't take this emotionally right now. But yeah, we have the same exact due date. But unfortunately, she's all the way in Mississippi. I'm in Utah. My whole family is in San Diego. Kanoa's whole family is on Kauai. So like, we're all spread out, and I don't think that during this pregnancy, either of us will be like physically together before the babies come, which is really unfortunate. I feel like that's something that's super special. That's awesome to share that with your sister. How awesome is that though? That's so crazy. Like, I'm still like, when I tell people that, they're just like, what the heck? Anyways, I'll link her page down below. You can go to her page. She's a little beauty star. Go to her page, show her some love. Go in her comments, congratulate her on the little baby. Okay, so I filmed the rest of the video, finished it and everything, and I realized that my camera was off. So it just stopped recording. It decided to stop recording in the middle of it. I'm just gonna end it now because I think this video is pretty long. And do a little bump date. So I am 26 weeks and I'm in my 27th week. So on Tuesday, today's Saturday, on Tuesday I turn 27 weeks and I'll be in my 28th week. Did that just confuse the heck out of you or what? So I'm 26 weeks. Baby girl this is the app I use, by the way. It's called The Bump. I don't know if that's focusing or anything. I don't have a monitor, so I don't even know if I'm in frame, but we're just gonna roll with it. It says, how big is baby? Baby is supposed to be 14 inches at 26 weeks, so that's like, yay big. And 1.68 pounds, so she's between like 1.5 and 2 pounds right now. How adorable is that?
I just need your fingerprint.
For what?
For, I don't know. I just need your fingerprint.
What are you buying?
I'm not buying nothing. It's just an app. Love you.
Love you. Anywho, and it says that she's as big as kale. That's supposed to be kale. Now I'll give you a little actual bump date. See what she looks like. I don't know if I'm gonna be in frame at all, but this is the bump. She is out and ready to party right now. I'm almost 6 months, so I have like a tiny bit over 3 more months to go. How crazy is that? My belly button's changing a lot. I'm getting this, I forgot what it's called, but this line right here, my belly button, it used to be like a super innie, but it's coming out. This is what she just kicked. She knows I'm talking about her. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'm glad I finally got this video out and I finally finished it because it's been on my list for so long. Yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for sending in your questions. I hope that I answered all of your questions so far, but I got a lot of repetitive ones, so I just try to answer the most common ones that were asked and stuff. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. I do plan on doing a labor and delivery vlog, so stay tuned. I'm so out of breath. Stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you want to. Stay updated with everything with baby girl. But yeah, thank you for watching and we appreciate your support. We'll be back with more videos. Love you guys.